Hi, my name is Jacob,
And my name is Javi,
and
and
this
this
is
is
Mustache
Mustache
Chats.
Chats.
How you doing, Javi?
No, I'm doing pretty good today.
Yeah,
It's been a pretty chill day so far,
yeah.
so I'm enjoying it. No, nothing crazy. How about you?
A little. I don't know if you want to tell them what just happened right now. Just as you guys know, Javi is living in this newer apartment, very nice, and it's very safe because Javi had to help me get some things out of my car, and I door closed behind him, and it locked.
Yeah, we got locked out of the apartment.
Yeah, I thought he was joking at first, and then luckily he had like the his window open, so we just had to pry open the screen, and and it's a very nice neighborhood that he lives in, and me being Mexican, of course, and I just had to jump in there.
You said that wrong. I live in a nice neighborhood, but you meant a very white neighborhood.
Very nice, yes. And there, you did say a white person was watching.
There's an old white man walking towards us, just staring at us like, what's going on? Like, what is this? Why are these guys jumping through the window? And I was like, this guy's gonna call the cops. He's gonna call the cops. Luckily, he turned away, went the other way,
Yeah.
and he didn't call the cops on us.
So hopefully we don't get interrupted. But
Fingers crossed.
there's one question I did want to ask you, and I feel like a lot of us are gonna have different answers on this.
All right, hit me with your best shot.
All right, so what is for you the best hangover food or cure that you have for the next day after a long night out of drinking?
So, my favorite thing comes from the collection here where I live now,
Okay.
which kind of sucks because I don't plan on having like a major hangover like that anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because we don't drink as much no more.
No, we don't.
Which is nice. But the next day, usually I wake up, I'm like going through the day in the mornings. I won't really do much because, hangover. No, don't feel like eating. I'll
Yeah.
probably drink some coffee at the most in the mornings.
Yeah.
But then as soon as like lunchtime, I'm like, I gotta get myself some ramen.
Ooh, some
Ah,
ramen. I've heard of
yeah,
that.
specifically here from Silver Lake Ramen.
Okay, shout out. Are we sponsored? Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, unfortunately.
Oh, hopefully.
But so what I do is like I'll order my veggie ramen and I'll add chicken.
Okay.
I gotta make sure it's the veggie broth. So then I get that, comes in, asks for chili paste on the side.
Okay. On
And
the
then-
side.
Yeah. So then I'll put the chili paste in the middle, like before I pour the liquid in,
Uh-huh.
so that when I do pour the fluids in, it just kind of like mixes in by itself.
Okay.
Because I want it to be like, I want a spice, but I don't want it to be too spicy.
Yeah. I got you.
And I feel like that always makes me feel better. It's like the mixture of like the veggies with the broth, the chilliness.
Yeah.
S-
And
Makes me
and
want it
is
right
it like you get a large, or is it a different sizes or something, or?
I don't know. I always just click the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
And you finish it,
I
or?
always finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm always pretty full afterwards. And then it makes me feel good afterwards too.
Is it like almost like an instant cure? Or
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
That, and then I also need an electrolyte. You know my
I
obsession
know.
with electrolytes.
Yeah.
I love
You
an
put me on
electrolyte.
those. And those I just didn't like one of the flavors.
They help while you're drinking and afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like if you're drinking quite a bit in between, just be like, oh, let me take an electrolyte, and then that's gonna help you out with
It
everything
does.
else.
Yeah.
And then the next day when you're already dehydrated, especially if it's like a really bad hangover where you're actually like throwing up, electrolyte, perfect.
Perfect. A cold one.
Yeah,
I love it when they're cold.
especially like the coconut one for hangover, perfect.
Really?
Yeah,
See, I didn't like what was the new flavor you got?
that was the
Strawberry-
watermelon
lime.
watermelon lime. Yeah,
It tasted better when you actually added more lime juice.
like real lime juice.
Yeah.
yeah,
It tasted
for
way
sure.
better. That's what it was lacking.
Yeah,
It was a little
but
too sweet.
if you're hangover, ramen, get the spicy on the side so that you can add your own spicy level, and then a nice cold electrolyte, specifically the coconut for the hangovers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. I
What about
like
you?
that. For me, it's um if it's available, a pizza, like all the grease, or usually what comes to mind, easily accessible is the McDonald's Coke with the large French fries. Oh my God. When I say I am healed, I am cured, I don't know I don't know if it's either or, like if one does it more than the other, but I think what helps is the Coke.
Okay.
more so than the French fries.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't need a lot. I just need those two things. I don't really, like you said in the beginning, like you're not hungry, I guess. I'm not ready to eat a whole meal.
Yeah.
I'm not. I let alone I don't even want to drink or eat snack on anything. But I know a cool, crisp Coke will always hit the spot.
I dig it.
Yeah. Have you ever tried those liquid IVs?
I haven't.
Is that the what? How do they do it? Did they actually put it in your
Yes,
veins?
they do.
That's when you put it in your
They
veins.
literally just like get the needle, they put it in, and they just like let it flow.
Do you have to go somewhere for that? Actually, like people who know
I
how to
think
do
so.
that stuff,
Well,
right? That makes
there's
sense.
technically a new thing. I don't think it's the same, exactly the same thing, but I think it's also called like a liquid IV, and
Yeah,
it's just like something that you drink.
I've seen. Okay,
But I don't think it's the same thing. I really don't.
you don't think it's like a same brand, but like maybe it's like just an on the go type of thing where
No,
it's
because
like,
I think the liquid IV, like the one that you drink, is more like a sugar supplement.
mm-hmm.
'Cause, I mean, you lose a lot of sugar when you're throwing up and you've been
Yeah.
drinking. I think that's all it is. But the liquid IV is like a full like re-supplement to help you like re-energize.
Like I've seen like different products. I've seen like NoHo. I don't know if you ever seen those. NoHo
What
meaning
NoHo?
no hangover. I guess
Huh.
it's just like
Oh, wait,
abbreviated.
is that little like bottle that you could get?
You get two of them. So
Okay.
ideally, what the thing is, I think what we're supposed to do is before you drink, like you drink that first, and then
Yeah.
when you're done drinking, you have the second one.
Okay. I've done that,
Yeah.
and I was fine the next day, but I don't know if it was because of the NoHo or
Uh-huh.
because I didn't drink as much as I thought I was gonna drink.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to like say like, oh yeah, that really worked.
Yeah. What? Okay. Maybe, I mean, I guess the only way to truly test them out, for me, I have the worst hangovers when I only just been consuming beer.
Same, same.
Because mixed drinks are, yeah, one thing. I still get a hangover, obviously, with the amount of alcohol you're consuming. But me being, and you as well, being an IPA drinker, that's what we like. I know a lot of people probably don't like those, but it's an acquired taste. But you will have the meanest headache, hangover the next day.
Get a bad case of the dads.
The dads.
That's the worst.
That's horrendous.
Especially if, like the next day you gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you're just out and about, and all of a sudden it hits you. Your body's like, "Yeah, I didn't like all that beer last night." And you're just like, "Ah, damn." It's like, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom?
That's oh yeah. It's just, and there's no way of being quiet about it.
Nope.
You just have to let it all out.
Yep.
And it just sounds worse than what it is. And then, especially if it burns.
Ah,
It
yeah.
burns. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
No, one that you probably never tried.
What?
I've actually never really tried it either. Is people always say pickle juice?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I've
like
heard of that.
or they'll be like when you're out and about, take like a pickle shot,
Yeah.
and that's gonna help you out. I've taken pickle shots, but I was still hungover the next day. So I don't know. Maybe that's not the best case.
There was a story of that for me. I had my first ever pickleback, and it was for my birthday, I believe. And or maybe not. Must have been it's just a nice guy. Who knows? I didn't pay for it. Some guy at the bar I used to go to asked me and didn't put two and two together that pickles was gonna be involved in this pickleback. So here comes two glasses, and I'm like, oh, why is there two? And like one's for the ones with alcohol. What is it? What comes with those? Like a whiskey? Or is that
It's whiskey.
Yeah. And then the other one's obviously pickle juice. He's like, so I did it. I gagged on the pickle juice, took the whiskey like a champ, but yeah, I've tried pickles. I even tried pickles in my spicy chicken sandwiches. I've tried pickle juice. I just can't get behind it.
Wait, is this the birthday that we also went to Trimesh? So I feel like I remember the story and I was there.
Chumash Casino?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's not the day that we went to Trimesh, we ate at Finney's, and we went back to the bar, and we were there till like
Oh, maybe.
1, 2 in the morning.
Is that the one where they were singing to me and I got obliterated?
I think so. Yeah, that's that night.
That's that night? Then yeah. It might have been that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the videos of, I was singing at Talk to My Lungs, but everybody else was too.
Yeah, everyone was it was my birthday, and obviously the owners of the bar know me, and they're like, happy birthday to Jacob, and everyone was just, here's for the birthday boy, here's another one for the birthday boy, and I felt like a pretty girl getting free drinks.
It's funny because I have a video I'm pretty sure that's what it's in the video. It's like I'm recording you because I saw the time going down. And as soon as it hits midnight, it becomes your birthday. And I'm like, it's his birthday. And you just hear everybody go, "Ah."
Yeah. With the small memories I have of that night, yeah, I do remember that.
Ah,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. Like with the G. Jesus. Geezus. Jesus.
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 I like cheeses.
I like Cheez-Its.
Cheeses are good too.
Yeah, oh, don't even get me started on Cheez-Its. One day.
Toasted.
Another toasted?
Yeah.
Hot and
Sorry.
spicy.
Sorry, you said don't get me started. My
Hot
bad.
and spicy.
I couldn't help it.
There's a lot. I like them all. Anything else you'd like to add to this?
About hangovers?
Yeah.
Not really. I'm just happy I haven't had a bad hangover in a long time.
Same.
I've had like mild cases.
Yeah.
Very, very mild cases. Like on Saturday. No, Sunday. I had a very, very, very mild case of
Very
hangover.
mild.
But
Okay.
I didn't have to eat.
You hadn't eaten all. What did you have? You just had the burger.
I had a
Not
spicy,
burger, a chicken.
spicy McChicken
That's all you had.
at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. This
And
guy
I-
didn't have dinner. This guy got off work at like 8?
No, I got off at.
Because I met you here at 9.
Oh yeah, I got here like I got off at like 8:30.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
asked him like, oh, I just assumed I already ate. And I just assumed everyone was just gonna get their own food, and that didn't happen.
I invited everybody over to my place right after work. What did you expect?
DoorDash, we live right across the collection. Could have walked our jolly butts over there.
We could have, but we didn't.
But yeah.
Technically, I did eat. I had 2 s'mores.
Yes, we made s'mores. God.
So you can't say I didn't eat
Yeah,
anything.
okay.
I had 2 s'mores and then that sandwich at like 2 in the morning after like 5 drinks.
For some reason, the Hershey's for me, I know it was regular Hershey, but it was too sweet. I had 1 s'mores, and I was already like tapped out. Not because I was full, but I just couldn't have another one.
Your whole ass ate a whole ass protein bar on the way here.
I
That's
did.
probably why.
Yeah, I did.
And you get the
I'm healthy. All right, I'm healthy.
the barbells ones, right? Those
Yeah,
are
the
pretty
barbells. Not that. They get the cravings out of the way
sweet. They're really
rather than having like a Snickers bar.
like I like those barbell ones,
Yeah,
but I think they're really sweet.
they are. They only have like very few sugars,
Doesn't mean they're not sweet.
but still, they're not like
It's like what's it called? That sugar supplement Splenda.
Splenda.
That's
yeah.
really sweet.
Yeah.
And it's like low carb sugar, whatever it is. And that's probably what's in that.
Probably.
Did you know that Diet Coke is worse for you than regular Coke?
I've heard like of that. I just wasn't sure who to believe.
You believe me. I'm a scientist. As of now.
Do you have any
Oh my god, look out the window. Is that a dolphin? Over there, there's a costume dolphin.
Oh,
Do you see it now?
why was I really looking for an actual dolphin?
Yeah. Bitch. Yeah, there's gonna be a dolphin,
That's
an
why I was
actual
asking.
dolphin
That's why.
in the park.
I was like, what did you eat today? Did you smoke or did you do drugs before I got here? What'd you do? You're seeing a dolphin out of here.
There's a mascot dolphin walking through the park. See the park from here?
Where he graduated from university, his mascot was a dolphin. So I just thought,
You just assumed I'm imagining dolphins all the time?
yeah,
Like I'm missing school, so I'm like
Maybe.
imagining dolphins.
like you're just a diehard dolphin.
That is crazy.
That is says the one who asked me, is that a dolphin?
Well, it was.
Midday.
You know, all you have to do was look
I did
at
look.
the right spot, and you would have seen it. Did you even see it?
No,
Now you
you're
just think,
you're.
now you just think I'm crazy.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to talk to you after this. I'm gonna drug test you.
Not doing drugs, guys.
Yeah.
You're doing drugs.
Clearly not. I don't.
You're probably doing like fucking
What?
whatever those muscle drugs
What
are.
is it? What is it? What, testosterone?
Yeah.
No.
No, not testosterone. What's the other one?
Just I don't know.
It's the one that bodybuilders use.
They use a lot of testosterone ones, like TNT. I think there's one.
Is it? Okay, yeah, it
Yeah.
is T. It is T.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably on T.
I don't need any more tea in me. I'm all natural.
Yeah. That's what he says, but he's getting swole too fast, too quick.
Nah, nah. It's all natural. All natty.
I gotta look at your ass after this.
Go.
I'm gonna look for the little shop mark.
dots. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Afterwards, though.
Okay.
That doesn't come for free. Sorry, guys.
I know. Maybe we'll have a Patreon account.
Maybe one day.
Okay.
Let me get skinny first.
Well, I think that'll conclude this episode. That's just how these things go, man. We go off on one subject. We'll start off with the cure, and now we're talking about me being naked and you checking it out. So
No one said anything about you being naked.
how are you gonna see my butt?
You just put your pants down from the back.
That's practically naked.
No,
It's practically naked.
it's not.
I'm exposing myself.
I never said took your clothes off all the way. I mean, if you want to, that's on you. That's on you. That was not my idea. It was all him.
All right. Well, I gotta talk to him about this dolphin thing, and he has to look for track marks on me.
Apparently, we're gonna go get naked. So
Not getting naked.
you said it.
Alrighty, guys. Well, be sure to check us out on our socials on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the Mustache Chats.
And on what is it? The podcast one?
The
Podcast. It is podcast. Yeah.
They're on the podcast right now.
No, the one with just us talking. That's the podcast one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on podcast too, guys. We'll be there.
Alrighty, guys. Have a great day.
See ya. Bye.